G'day PIET, I've set up this YouTube video to try and help you with the winners and losers files that I've just sent you. I have 3 files open on my computer at the moment. One is the PIET group file, is to be used by the bottom 12 teams after the first 3 rounds. And I have this file which I've prepared with some pretend scores on them to save us time plugging them in while I'm doing the YouTube video. And finally, I have the master file. This file will be used by all of the 24 teams for the first 6 rounds and by the top 12 teams for the final 3 rounds. Sorry, that was all the teams for the 24 teams for the first 3 rounds, and then the top 12 teams for the first 3 rounds and the final 3 rounds. Whenever you use my files, the first thing you do is click on the rank button here, which puts all the ranks in order from 1 to 12 in this case. Whenever I'm running a tournament, I always ask the skips from each rank to bring both cards in together. And I won't enter any score in a tournament until I've got both cards from the same ring. I'll show you why. Let's say we put a score in here for Team 3 on ring 1 of 20 to 10 and 10 ends. You can see that box is now red. It was green like the rest of them. Now when I put in the corresponding score for Team 12 on ring 1, 10, 20, and say 5 ends, the box goes green again. So when I score the tournament, I put both scores in from the same rink at the same time and make sure the box is green before I move on to the next scores. It'll save you a lot of heartache. Now if we look across to the totals, you'll see that team number 3 has now got game points of 4. That's 4 points for a game win and 2 points for a game draw. They've got 2 skin points because they scored between a 7 and 13 ends, you get 2 points. 14 ends and more, you get 4 skin points. And they actually scored 10 ends. The other team has got no game points, no skin points, and they recorded 5 ends. We'll just get rid of this for now and put in a full set of scores for round 1. Okay, now that we've got them in place, we can do the draw for round 2. To do that, we just click on the draw button here in round 2, and that gives us the draw. So we've got 3 playing 14, 14 playing 3, 2 playing 16, 16 playing 2, and so on. All the winners of the first round have been brought to the top, as you can see, and all the losers are at the bottom. All you've got to do now is put it in ring numbers for the round 2. These 2 teams played on 1 and 8, so we'll give them ring 3. The next 2 played on 2 and 9, so we'll give them 4. 3 and 10, they can have 5. 4 and 11 can have 2. 5 and 12 can have 1. Now I was going to put 6 in there, but I can't because they've got 6 and 7. So I'll put 6 on there, and we can put 2 at the bottom. Right, now we're on the next green. They played 7 and 6, so we'll give them a 9. 5 and 12, we'll give them 10. 10 and 21, I'll give them 11. 4 and 17, I'll give them 8. 1 and 23, I'll give them 7. 12 and 13, they can have 12. Now to make sure we've done everything right, we click on the red button and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, so that's all in order. Now we can put in some scores for number 2, round 2. There we go. Now that's complete, we can do the draw for round 3. 23 is playing 12, 12 is playing 23, etc. We put in the rink numbers. They're on 7 and 12, so we can give them 3. 1 and 8, we can give them 4. 2 and 9, we can give them 5. 3 and 10, we can give them 2. 4 and 11, we can give them 1. 5 and 6, I was going to give them 6, but I can't, so I'll put 6 on 2 and put 2 on there. Now we're into the next screen, 6 and 5 there, so we can give them 9. We can give them 10. We can give them 11. We can give them 8. We can give them 7. Right, I was going to give them 12, but I can't, so I'll put 12 on 8. And we'll put 8 there. Click the ring to make sure that they're in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, now we have to make sure that they haven't played each other twice. So 2's played 1, 6, 10 and 5, so there's no double ups there. So we're looking for the same team twice in these black numbers. 2, which obviously has to be fixed if it is the case. Okay, well I can't see any there, so we'll put in the scores for round 3. Okay, now they're the first 3 games completed, so now we have to do our cut. So we click on the sort button here above ranking to sort them in order from 1 to 24. So we're looking for the top 12. As you can see, there's a draw here for these. So all I can do is say that it's 10, 11, 12. We'll say that they're the top 12 and this one will just miss out and have to go into the bottom. That's all we can do. So at this stage we click on review, click on unprotect sheet. We go to our plate group, we click on review, click on unprotect sheet. We come back to here and we're looking 10, 11, 12, so we're looking to take these team names and numbers off here and put them on the other sheet. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's only 11. Yeah. 9, 10, 11, 12. Has to go from there, from that one. So do a copy. We go to the plate group and we do paste special values. Okay, now you have to be very careful here. We have to left click in that box there, holding down your left key, drag down to the bottom to there. With your cursor inside the highlighted area, do a copy, and then we click in here, we do a right click and we click paste special values, and that gives us our draw for the first game in the plate group. We click on review, protect sheet, just click on OK on that one. Now that is all other than putting the rink numbers in, which we can do straight away. They're playing on 7 to 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. That's ready to use. Now go back to this one. With all these scores that are the same here, that's the reason why I introduced ends as well as game points and skin points. Now you can see that that's still not breaking them up as much as we would like to. So the other thing that I can put into it, into your conditions of play, is what they call least shots scored against. So, and that will break them up nearly every time. Like if we take this team here, just a minute. Yeah, this team here, it has 16 against, and 11 against is 27, and then 22 is 49 against. And the team above it had 23 and 16 is 39, and 9 is 48. The previous one was 16, 27 was 49. So that team would come in at 12 and that team would come in at 13. And this next one is 11, 27, 27, 37, 38. It would have actually come in at 11. And it's equal 12 down there. So I really think that you should think about introducing least shots scored against into your conditions of play. It's not a big problem for me to include it in the files. Okay, so we've moved the bottom 12 down to the bottom there. We come up to the top again, we go to view and click on grid lines and headings, and we've got to get rid of the bottom ones which we've put down here. So we click on 19, left click on 19, which was the first one we took, and holding the left key down we drag down to the bottom, and then with the cursor inside the highlighted area you do a right click and you left click on delete. Okay, now these three boxes have all gone red that you've done that. It doesn't matter. It's just because we took out the corresponding scores at the bottom and that doesn't balance anymore. But that's okay. You don't worry about that. Okay. Now we can at this stage can do the draw for round 4 in the top 12 teams. 3 is playing 20, 20 is playing 3. It's the same deal. We put in the rink numbers. They played on 11 and 6, so we can go 3, we can go 4, we can go 5, we can go 5, we can go 2, we can go 1. I was going to put in 6, but I can't, so I'll put 6 on there and put 2 around there. Okay, click the rink button to make sure that we're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we'll add in some scores for round 4. Okay, and make sure that there's no double ups. 22, 4, 6 and 20. We just not defined the same number twice in these black numbers. 2, 23 and 13. Right, they're all okay. So that's complete. We can do the draw for round 5. Press the draw button. 23 plays 16, 16 plays 23, etc. They played on 5 and 6, so we can give them 3. We can give them 4. We can give them 2. We can give them 5. We can give them 6. We can give them 1. Click the rink button to make sure you've done it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check that there's no double ups. Right, you've got a 16 there and you've got a 16 there. Right, so that has to be fixed. Now, the way we do that is you've got 16 and 23 playing on 3. So you just this is just the start of fixing the problem. So you put 16 and 23 there. That's those two numbers come down to here. And these opposing numbers, 2 and 22, come up to here. 2 and 22. 2 and 22 come up to here. 16 was on 3, so this will be on 3. We'll do it this way. 23 is playing 16 on 3. And if you come down to here, sorry, 23 will be playing 2 on 3, and 2 will be playing 23 on 3, and we put a 4 and a 4 for those two because they're playing each other. They will be 16 is playing 22 on 4, 22 is playing 16 on 4. So then we copy this information. You just left click on there, hold down your left key and drag across and down. Let it go with your cursor inside the highlighted area. You click copy, then you come across here and you click on that cell. You do a right click and a left click on paste special, and you collect values, and it's okay, and then you take that out. Okay, and we click rink again to put them back in order again. So you can make sure that everything's in order. Just check across, there's no double ups. 23, nothing. 22, 16. Right, well I can't see any more. Now that procedure that we just did there, I suggest that you do practice it a number of times, because on the spur of the moment, if you're not really au fait with it, it could cause you problems because it is a bit tricky. Right, we can put in the results for round 5 now. Okay, now that's all in order. We can do the draw for round 6. Okay, we put in the rink numbers for round 6. They're on 4 and 5, so we can put 3. We can put 4. We can put 5. We can't put 2, so we'll put 1. We can put 2, and we'll put 6. We'll click the rink number to make sure we did everything properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Now we just check across to make sure there's no double up on these team numbers. There's a 10 there and a 10 there. So as I did on the other one, you put these two numbers down here. You put 10 and 22. You put these two numbers up here and 19. Okay, so you put 15 will be playing 22. So 15 will be on ring 3, and the other one can be on ring 4. Ring 4, that can be on ring 3. Okay, you go copy. You come across here, paste special, values. Okay, and we clear that off by doing it. You left click, drag across, drag down, hit the delete key on the keyboard. Okay, so click the ring, put them back in order again. Just make sure everything's in order. 15, I'm checking across again. 19, 10, 23, 5, 16, and 3. And they're all in order. So now I can put in the scores for the final round, round 6. Okay, we can click on the sort button. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this time we haven't got any draws. So that's complete. Now at the same time, of course, you're filling in the information down here on the plate group. So I showed you how we got the first draw set up by copying from this column here. So we'll put in the scores for round 1. Okay, now that that's in place, we click the draw button and just carry on exactly the same as we did for the master sheet. I hope that helps. If you want any more help, just write back and we'll see what we can do for you. That's about it for now. I'll just close these off. Close this off. And we'll do a Control-S and it should close. It's not going to.